Only on 5, hit by a car and now on the hunt for a hit-and-run driver. A local man says someone nearly killed him as he was trying to cross the street in West Palm Beach. News Channel 5's Dan Corcoran is live on Military Trail tonight, where the victim says the driver just took off. Dan.
Well, Jay, that man says he was hit right there in that crosswalk at the intersection of Military Trail and Westgate. He says he wants to know who was behind the wheel and also who would drive away after hitting someone. It happened so fast, so quickly that West Palm Beach's Michael Thornhill didn't even know what hit him.
Next thing I remember is waking up on the ground, bleeding out of my head and my leg in a lot of pain.
A shattered heel, road rash all over his back, and a gash in his head held together now by 2 staples. Do you think that your body went flying through the air?
Yes, I do.
A witness at the intersection of Westgate and Military Trail just after 5 a.m. Saturday rushed to Michael and called 911.
When I woke up, the guy was like, "Oh my God, don't move." Like, I just seen it. I just seen the guy leave.
That witness told a fire rescue medic that he saw a white SUV hit Michael and then take off. But by the time PBSO arrived, that witness was gone too. Authorities say they need to talk to that man, likely one of the only keys to finding the driver responsible. Florida is notorious for hit-and-run crashes. In 2012, nearly 70,000 in our state, many of them fatal.
It felt like a horrible nightmare.
Michael lived through his nightmare and now just wants to find the person who caused it.
In my head, you're just leaving that person to die. They're just roadkill to you at that moment, and you just really don't care.
So now the hunt is on, not only for the driver involved, but also for the man who may have witnessed the whole thing. PBSO is looking to talk to both of those individuals immediately. If you have any information about what happened here, contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-458-TIPS. Reporting live in West Palm Beach tonight, I'm Dan Corcoran, WPTV News Channel 5.
State lawmakers recently voted to crack down on drivers who leave the scene of a crash. The Aaron Cohen Life Protection Act, named after a Miami cyclist killed by a driver who left the scene, has yet to be signed into law by the governor. The measure would make it a mandatory sentence of at least 4 years for any driver convicted in a hit and run.
Happening now, a judge has ruled the daughter of radio legend Casey Kasem can withhold medication, food, and fluids from her ailing father. The judge agreed that giving Kasem food and fluids would be harmful and cause more pain for the 82-year-old. Kasem is in hospice care. His wife of 34 years reportedly stormed out of court after the decision. She and Kasem's daughter have been locked in a bitter battle over his care.
New information. We now know the identity of the woman found murdered in an SUV on Sandalfoot Boulevard in West Boca Raton earlier this week. Police have identified her as 56-year-old Susan Roberts. She lived just a few minutes away from where her body was found, and police are not releasing any more information about their investigation. But tonight, those who lived near where Roberts' body was discovered have pressing questions.
What her cause of death is and how she ended up here. So she didn't end up here on her own, so somebody dumped her here.
If you have any information about this murder, call Crime Stoppers, 1-800-458-TIPS.
Police also identifying a woman found dead in Palm Beach Gardens. 35-year-old Margot Greenwald's body was discovered this weekend. Friends say she was a recovering addict and counseled many at a Lake Worth substance abuse treatment facility. Her father believes Margot was struggling recently. He also suspects foul play in her death. Detectives are waiting for autopsy results.
New at 11, making a difference. One Fort Pierce pastor says he's got $1 million plan to help end violence in his community, and he's putting his money where his mouth is. News Channel 5's Elizabeth Harrington is part of the largest news team on the Treasure Coast. She joins us now live tonight from Fort Pierce.
Earlier today, we told you about the police chief bringing in federal agencies to help crack down on crime. Well, there's another man here in Fort Pierce who's also making a difference.
This is the normal route we go. This is 13th Street.
Walter Barron walks this road a lot.
We go blocks and blocks and blocks.
He's a pastor at the Neighborhood Bible Way Revival Center on 13th Street in Fort Pierce. He and his church members pick up trash in this area.
If you clean up your area that you're in, criminals have less of a hope.
He's also cleaning up the streets in another way.
It's because I love Fort Pierce, I love Lincoln Park, and we're trying to make sure that we put our money where our mouth is.
This is a picture of his vision, and this is the real thing. It will be finished next month.
Being done right here on 13th Street in the Lincoln Park, what they call the ghetto area.
They've spent $1.5 million to not only build this church, but also to buy about a dozen rundown properties and houses between Avenues D and E, an area known for violent crime and drugs. Pastor Barron says that's exactly why he's here.
If we're going to make a difference, you got to make a difference where a difference is needed.
He's not finished yet. The church plans to buy more properties in the area using donations and bond money. It's all part of his dream.
We're going to have businesses in this area, and we're not going to stop till we get it done. We're not going to stop till we get it done.
Pastor Barron hopes that his work will inspire others to make a difference in their community. Live here in Fort Pierce, Elizabeth Harrington, WPTV News Channel 5.
New details now on the ongoing battle over the former Chapel by the Lake site in West Palm Beach. Developers who are planning to build a high-rise there are now suing a neighborhood group. According to our news partners at the Palm Beach Post, the developers claim the Citizens for Thoughtful Growth are trying to interfere and abuse the building process by filing their own lawsuits. In the citizens' lawsuit, the group argues the new building will violate the city's growth plan.
The FBI says it has launched a criminal investigation into the Veteran Affairs Department. The VA has been dealing with a scandal over long wait lists to receive care and allegations of fake paperwork to mask the problem. Right now, 120,000 veterans are waiting for VA care.
A day after a stunning primary defeat, House Majority Leader Eric Cantor has announced he'll step down from his leadership post on July 31st.
While I will not be on the ballot in November, I will be a champion for conservatives across the nation who are dedicated to preserving liberty and providing opportunity.
Cantor's primary defeat by Tea Party challenger Dave Bratt came as a shock last night, second only to John Boehner, the House GOP leadership. He was seen as the potential successor to the Speaker. The House GOP will hold leadership elections next Thursday. The ripple effects are being felt here in Palm Beach County. Our metro area was in the top 5 of contributions made to Cantor's unsuccessful bid for re-election, behind New York, LA, Washington, and Richmond, and Cantor's home state of Virginia. Cantor raised nearly $5.5 million, while contributions to the winner, Bratt's campaign, just over $200,000 with no money from outside Virginia.
WPTV News Channel 5 back in 60 seconds. A local restaurant apologizing tonight for turning away a group of veterans.
And you'll want to double check those credit card statements. The popular restaurant chain now investigating if it was the latest victim of a security breach.
Plus, feeding frenzy. This spine-chilling video as a guy jumps into the water to feed alligators.
Yeah. Hey guys, Mama June and Honey Boo Boo are here. Plus we got Barbara Walters, Santa from Eliza Schlesinger. You gotta watch. We're on next, guys.
What's up, Greg?
I got the termite country blues.
Here we go again.
I'm picking up my plants and food. The termite tents are coming. I'm picking up my pets and net. The termite tents are coming.
That's the wrong tune. Just call Hewlett. With our no-tent termite service, there's no need to evacuate, no food removal, no pet boarding, and no stress. Our treatment eliminates termites guaranteed. What happened?
Groupies. Just call Hewlett.
Just call Hewlett.
They lived.
They lived.
They lived.
We lived, thanks to our Subaru. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Now to a developing story. Controversy tonight as the old Key Lime house in Lantana turns away a South Florida veteran and his friends. And it was all because of what they were wearing and driving. Robert Thompson says during his last visit to the restaurant, a manager asked him to leave after seeing him roll in on his motorcycle with his decorated leather vest. He told the American Legion writer that not only did the vest violate the establishment's no colors or gangs policy, but that he didn't like the image Thompson was portraying.
When he goes, we don't want you here, we don't like what you stand for, I looked at him, I said, wow.
Days after the incident and facing fierce online backlash and rumors of a protest and a boycott, management at the old Key Lime house said that the employee who made the comments will be suspended.
New at 11, a Scripps national travel investigation heats up. And now Congress is calling for records from dozens of federal agencies who have failed to disclose spending on luxury travel. Investigators say the Small Business Administration went 5 years in a row without disclosing its taxpayer-funded travel upgrades and faced no repercussions. North Carolina Congressman Walter Jones is demanding the agencies meet the law and requirements to file the expenses.
Taxpayer has a right to know the cost of the trips. And if we don't give them the information they have a right to expect, we're cheating them. That's unacceptable in this republic.
NASA was another agency accused of not filing spending reports, and today saying it would hand over a missing report of costs by the end of the month.
New details from the Las Vegas shooting rampage that left 5 people dead. Surveillance video shows Jared and Amanda Miller's last stand against law enforcement cornered inside a Walmart. Police first thought Amanda Miller shot and killed her husband, but autopsy results show police actually fired what would be that fatal bullet. The couple killed 2 patrol officers in a pizza shop and an armed man who tried to stop them in a Walmart store. Another developing story tonight following yesterday's deadly shooting at an Oregon high school. Police say the 15-year-old gunman came ready to kill. Jared Padgett had an assault rifle, a handgun, and several magazines of ammunition during the attack. He died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police found no link between the shooter and the student who was killed, no motive either. A close call surveillance video captures the moment an SUV barrels into a Texas liquor store, barely missing the clerk. Police say the woman behind the wheel then fled. College Station police officers were able to track her down and arrest her. The clerk walked away with only minor injuries.
Consumer alert, if you have dined at P.F. Chang's, you might want to check your credit and debit card statements. The restaurant's trying to determine if card numbers from its restaurant have been breached. The stolen data was reportedly taken from P.F. Chang's restaurants between March and May 19th of this year. The restaurant chain has more than 200 locations across the country. A company spokesperson confirms that they are investigating the situation. Taxi drivers causing major traffic jams across Europe. In major cities like London, Paris, and Madrid, all of them are protesting a new smartphone app. It's called Uber and allows users to book rides. But get this, the strike backfired, and the publicity led to a big surge in downloads of the app. The strike by licensed taxi drivers was meant to draw attention to their complaints about the unregulated cab service, which is eating into their business.
A manatee is back out in open water tonight after getting itself into a bit of a jam. The manatee ended up in a pond not fit for a big manatee, so a team came to its rescue in Manatee County today. Florida Fish and Wildlife officers managed to corral and capture the 1,000-pound sea cow, giving it a checkup and then releasing it.
I know. That's scary. Oh my God!
Nerve-wracking video reveals a Louisiana swamp boat guide in gator-infested waters feeding the reptiles. The video taken by a tourist has also attracted the attention of wildlife officials. There's no state law against alligator feeding in Louisiana, but the area where the tour company is based has banned the practice. No charges have been filed.
I saw this video online about 2 weeks ago, and it goes on for quite a while, and it really does have you like on the edge of your seat, like, are you kidding me? And
I wouldn't even get in the water.
oh, never. And that's what leads gators to then want to bite people
that's right.
and eat people because you're
feeding them.
So never, ever in Florida or anywhere feed an alligator, obviously.
Weird video.
Crazy stuff.
Down in the bayou.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it a little differently down there, don't they?
You said it.
Apparently. Right.
All right. Well, we had some wild weather video come in today and some great photos, too. Thanks very much for sending those in of just the stormy conditions that popped up very quickly early this afternoon. And there's still more rain on the radar tonight. A heavy line moving into Vero and some rumbles of thunder. So don't be surprised if late overnight you get your windows rattle a little because of a rumble of thunder, because we do have some on the way. There's a look at the West Coast, and we have some pretty good storms working in around Punta Gorda tonight. There's actually a severe thunderstorm warning in the last few minutes there. Our rainfall totals, heaviest along the coastline. I told you yesterday, if you didn't get rainfall on Wednesday, you'd get it on Thursday, or actually Tuesday, you'd get it on Wednesday. And Thursday, well, everyone picked up rainfall today, but good rain chances right through Thursday and into Friday afternoon. So look at the Treasure Coast, quick moving showers right now, bigger storms just west of Okeechobee, and the heaviest rain, 2 to almost 4 inches of rain showing up in the green areas, especially the dark green, a little bit less in the blue areas. That's where it ranges from about 1/4 of an inch to about an inch of wet weather. So what happens through the rest of the week? We're in a weather pattern that isn't going to break for at least a couple more days. So scattered showers, rumble of thunder overnight, lots of fog around too, developing late overnight. And the timeline for tomorrow, little morning sunshine, not a lot, but a little bit of morning sunshine, and then more showers and storms rumbling across our area late afternoon and into the evening hours. Quick look at the tropics because it's very quiet. Gulf of Mexico, just that weather system that we're dealing with, that won't turn into anything tropical. And in the Caribbean, very quiet too, with just a few clouds and really disorganized as far as any kind of development. Seas running 1 to 2 for boaters tomorrow, but that won't be the issue, obviously. It'll be the showers and storms that develop during the day. Overnight, 75, not bad, but again, you may hear a little thunder overnight and a little partial clearing, and that'll bring us a hint of sunshine tomorrow, but it doesn't last all day. We're going to get into some more wet weather, and the storms, some of those storms could be as strong as the ones that we saw today. 89 the daytime high, hazy sunshine, showers and thunderstorms. 7-day forecast, more on the way for Friday. Saturday and Sunday look a little quieter right now with more of a summer-like weather pattern. Not really drenching rains, but just a few showers and inland storms possible for the weekend. So umbrella needed again on Thursday and more than likely Friday after a little morning sunshine.
Steve, thank you. Coming up next in sports, Joe Gervin will get us ready for the World Cup. You'll hear from a local soccer player whose brother plays for Team USA.
We're in the finals, and you can be too. Get $7,000 off select new Kias with any trade at West Palm Beach Kia. Plus, every new Kia gets an extra $1,000 off. New 2014 Kia Forte or Souls, your choice, 0 down and just $229 per month, only at West Palm Beach Kia.
For the multitasker, getting the most from every dollar. For the visionary, seeing cash coming in and going out. For the dreamer, checking that retirement is right on track. For the CFO, making sure assets are working overtime. For over 160 years, PNC has been part of the communities we serve, providing tools, guidance, and experience to help people achieve.
So, should our next car be a Camry?
Ooh, that's nice.
Or the Camry?
Ooh, the Camry.
So it came down the wire, but I decided to go with the Camry.
Over what?
The Camry.
Wow. Camry? I mean, they're both great.
For people who've owned a Camry, there's really no decision. They usually get another Camry.
Is it a Camry or a Camry? No, I'm so nervous.
Find out why people keep coming back to the Toyota Camry again and again. Now get a low 0% APR for 60 months on a new Toyota Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
We've been conditioned to accept less and less in the name of style and sophistication. But to us, less isn't more. More is more. Abundant space, available leading-edge technology, impeccable design, and more than you've come to expect from a luxury vehicle. The Lexus ES350 and EPA-estimated 40 mpg ES Hybrid. This is the pursuit of perfection.
This is a Chevrolet. This is an AutoNation Chevrolet. What's the difference? Based on Kelley Blue Book's fair purchase price, most people paid less for their cars at AutoNation.
During our summer sale, get a new Camaro or Silverado. Your choice, $219 a month. Sign and drive, no money out of pocket. Who you gonna call? AutoNation! AutoNation Chevy has 6 South Florida locations.
The fact is, most people paid less at AutoNation.
We're in the finals, and you can be too. Get $7,000 off select new Kias with any trade at West Palm Beach Kia. Plus, every new Kia gets an extra $1,000 off. New 2014 Kia Forte or Souls, your choice, 0 down and just $229 per month, only at West Palm Beach Kia.
With a lot of time on his hands, too. Georgia man found a creative way to pass the time. He was stuck inside Las Vegas airport overnight, all by himself. Richard Dunn is his name. He recorded himself lip-syncing to that Celine Dion classic, All By Myself, in the deserted airport. No one is there. That's the funny part. What's so impressive is that he filmed the whole thing by using his cell... Or how'd he do that shot?
That's good.
He used his cell phone. Yeah. That is good.
How is Vegas airport
that empty?
Right, it's Vegas.
I know.
What is this?
He said for that escalator shot, he had to sprint up the steps after getting the shot so that his computer bag wouldn't hit the top and fall down or something like that. We've posted the video on our PTV Facebook page.
Time now for the Honda Sports Desk with ESPN 106.3 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Between that guy and the one feeding the alligators, I don't know more.
Crazy news tonight, right?
Here's the good news. The biggest sporting event in the world starts tomorrow. The World Cup kicking off in Brazil with the host country taking on Croatia. The United States doesn't play until Monday. Head coach Jurgen Klinsmann has made headlines for saying his team isn't good enough to win and for leaving superstar Landon Donovan off the roster. Team USA is largely young and inexperienced. Midfielder Graham Zusi is among those making his first World Cup appearance. He will have a bunch of fans in Brazil. Much of the Zusi family is making the trip. Graham's sister Mariah plays soccer for Palm Beach Atlantic. She says seeing her older brother make it to this level is a dream come true.
It's just awesome to be a part of it and just experience it all with him. And it's just so awesome. And I can never express like how awesome it is to actually see like him reaching that final stage. And this is like the final performance pretty much, and it's awesome to see that he reached it.
Baseball, we're about halfway through the Florida State League season. It's been a rough start for Jupiter skipper Brian Schneider. This is his first managerial job, and his team is dead last in the South Division. On the bright side, Schneider has helped a number of his players make the jump from Single A and get one step closer to the big leagues. Schneider is a former Major League catcher. He had the best seat in the house for his 18 professional seasons, and that has really helped with the transition to manager.
That's the biggest thing for a catcher is, you're kind of the manager on the field at that point, and you have to know every first and third play, every bunt play, how the game's unfolding, how to talk to the pitchers, how to get them through, and that's what's gotten me through so far this year is I still put myself in a situation as if I were catching, what would happen, what am I doing, what am I looking for, and I just try to translate that to my catcher, to the middle infielders, and it's helped me out a lot.
Big news in high school lacrosse. The Florida High School Athletic Association will now require helmets for all girls lacrosse players. Florida is the first state to make helmets mandatory. U.S. Lacrosse is the sport's governing body. It does not mandate helmets and, in fact, disagrees with the FHSAA's decision. This is a time of seismic change in sports in terms of concussion protocol. We know about the dramatic changes in the NFL. 2 weeks ago, President Obama hosted a summit regarding concussions in youth sports. And then last week, a middle school in Pennsylvania banned heading by its soccer players. That school cited increased evidence that repeated heading of a soccer ball can cause lasting effects. You may have heard me say kids should only play flag football until they get to high school. Their brains simply aren't fully developed, so why take the chance? And I know that lacrosse decision is not a popular one across the state, across the country, but better safe than sorry, in my opinion.
I would think so, too. Thank you, Joe.
We'll be right back.
HD News on WPTV is sponsored by Arrigo's 25th anniversary celebration.
Oh, hey, what you got there?
Frozen Arnold Palmer. It's the coldest Arnold Palmer around. What you got there?
Frozen Arnold Palmer. I think he got me beat.
Introducing Dunkin's new Frozen Arnold Palmer Culotta. Get any small culotta for just $1.99. America runs on Dunkin'.
Man, it is Dodge's 100-year anniversary. I need some ideas and some good ones.
We set up a big stage, bring out the cars.
But if we're going to have a stage, we put on the crew.
A Hemi-powered meat smoker.
I'll see your meat smoker and raise you a man in a jetpack.
Nitrous party cannon.
Yes, and then we can end the whole thing with a...
Get a great deal at the Dodge 100-year event. Right now, get $4,000 total cash allowance on select 2014 Dodge Journey models.
bankers born to go the extra mile.
You've been such a big help.
That's what I like to do.
So you can choose a bank where helping people comes first. Chase, so you can.
The switch is on. The switch is on.
South Florida's saving by making the switch to Volkswagen. They switched from Civic and Corolla to the roomier Volkswagen Jetta. Sherman Engineering made affordable. Lease Jetta for only $159 a month or buy with 0% for 60 months. See why the switch is on to Jetta. Now $159. Every Volkswagen on sale. Save thousands this week.
The switch is on.
Our oath isn't an empty gesture. It isn't sealed with a pinky swear. It's the heart and soul of Terminix Nation. The Terminix Ultimate Protection Guarantee. A promise to destroy every spider, every roach, every foul pest in your home. A promise that is ironclad. 100% satisfaction or your money back. We'll meet them head on with our battle cry. Not here, not now, not in my house. Terminix.
College tuition costs too much. Everyone knows that. Well, everyone but Charlie Crist. Charlie Crist allowed college tuition to increase up to 15% every year. Crist says it was the right thing to do at the time. A 15% tuition increase every year is the right thing to do, Charlie? Now Governor Rick Scott is making college more affordable. Scott repealed Crist's tuition increase, wiped it out. Charlie Crist, slick politician, lousy governor. Sponsored by Let's Get to Work.
What's that?
Grilled chicken flatbread from Dunkin'.
Grilled chicken flatbread from Dunkin'.
Take notes, people. It's delicious. Grilled chicken is now at Dunkin'. Try the delicious new grilled chicken flatbread with ancho chipotle sauce today. America runs on Dunkin'.
All right, showers and storms return for Thursday and Friday. A little brighter for the weekend.
All right, Steve, thank you, and thanks for being on it today. It was a busy afternoon.
Wild day. Good luck tomorrow.
That's right. We'll
You'll
watch
be here
from
too,
the
right?
sidelines. Yeah, but we'll watch you. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Weather and news tomorrow morning beginning at 4:30. The Tonight Show's next.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you for watching WPTV News Channel 5. Count on the largest news team from Boca Raton to the Treasure Coast. On air, online, and on mobile. It's local coverage you can count on.
June is Customer Appreciation Month at Subway restaurants, so we're thanking our customers for being such big fans with $2 6-inch subs, the cold cut combo, or meatball marinara. Appreciation tastes amazing. Get these 2 subs made fresh for you for $2 each. Saying thanks is a great deal, so hurry in. Subway, eat fresh.
Infinity of the Palm Beaches introduces the all-new 2014 Q50. Right now, $369 a month puts you in the driver's seat of sleek style and elegant design. The all-new Q50 at Infinity of the Palm Beaches.
Our 25th anniversary celebration is on now at Arrigo. We're bringing in extra truckloads of inventory. We're out to smash all records by selling 1,300 vehicles. Every vehicle is discounted up to $13,000 off. 0 down and 0% financing. No charge lube, oil, and filter changes for life. Big screen TV giveaways every week at all 3 locations. Thank you, Florida, for making us #1. For our biggest sales event in 25 years, you gotta go Arrigo. West Palm, Fort Pierce, Sawgrass.
Dodge 100-year event.
When other dealers won't, Wallace will. Fact. No other Treasure Coast dealer can pay more for your trade because Wallace offers more manufacturer selection, representing more than 10 new car manufacturer brands. The bottom line is, no other Treasure Coast dealer can get more brands into the right hands. Fact. Other dealers won't give you the selection you want, the trade value you need, the quality buying experience you deserve. Wallace will.
When other dealers won't, I'm Bill and I will.
Get the #1 retail selling SUV, the Honda CR-V, fully loaded for less than Toyota.
Honda, I like it.
During Honda's fully loaded sales event, get brand new 2014 Honda CR-Vs just $209 a month. $209 a month includes backup camera, Pandora radio, Bluetooth, and more. Safer, more room, and more power than Toyota for less than Toyota. Honda CR-Vs, fully loaded for $209 a month. This week at your South Florida Honda dealers.
How can I avoid maintenance fees?
Why would you want to avoid them?
Because I don't want to.
You know what? I'm going to bring my maintenance guy here to tell you all about it. Roddy!
So, without your fee, your checking chamber can't run smoothly. Every time you put money in, it causes, deposit friction. Gotta get some fiscal lube on there.
It's time to bank human again.
Okay.
Avoid monthly maintenance fees at TD Bank with a minimum checking balance of just $100. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Hey, there's only one way, and that's Delray. Delray Honda. And now during the fully loaded sales event, we've got a huge selection of Honda Accords, Civics, CRVs, and right now, get into a new 2014 Honda Civic lease with 39 MPG for only $99 a month, or get 0.9% financing. We're fully loaded, so get to Delray Honda on Federal just south of Lytton.
Get off the bench and score with big savings only at Delray Honda, where we work every day to be your favorite Honda dealer.
Get your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio 1290 WJNO.
All new, every day, no repeats ever. Right this minute, videos first.
Weeknights at 7:30 on News Channel 5.
Closed captioning on WPTV.